This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Now, off the heels of the Delta variant's confirmation, Consultant Physicians Staff Association CPSA President Dr. Sabrika Pinder-Butler says this also confirms what health officials had already been expecting, and that's that the variant has been in country for quite some time.
In such a short space of time. So it's really just confirmed what those of us that practice medicine they have been saying from long before, that we knew that these variants were here, and why we had been, aggressively trying to get the message out to the health officials, so everyone in the country to get practice those preventive measures, because when we know that we are confirming that we have variants that allow for much more, serious transmission rate.
The CPSA president adds that the Delta variant can possibly place our already crippled healthcare system at more of a disadvantage.
With resource challenges, in terms of staff, in terms of the overwhelming numbers of cases in hospitals and the deaths that impact them more, we're already in a very bad state. And so to confirm this only for us, highlights what we had already known, but, it really should be a serious message for those that have not been heeding it already, that they really need to try to sustain themselves and do what they need to do to safeguard their families and everyone else in this country. You have to practice those preventative measures.
That said, health officials confirmed 104 additional cases of COVID-19 for Tuesday, September 7th. 84 confirmed here in the capital, 12 on Grand Bahama, 5 on Eleuthera, 2 on Exuma, and 1 new case on Andros. The national count now stands at 19,139. 4 cases on New Providence and 2 cases on Exuma had a history of travel within 14 days. Active cases now stands at 3,394, 193 of which are in hospital. 178 are considered moderately ill, while 15 patients battle the virus in intensive care. No additional deaths were reported for that day. However, 106 recoveries were reported. This pushes total recoveries to 15,172. A sick-out staged today by immigration officers. Bahamas Customs, Immigration and Allied Workers Union President Sloan Smith confirming that a number of immigration officers called in sick here on the capital and on Grand Bahama, Exuma, and Bimini. Asked why officers staged a sick-out today, the union leader says this.
So the information I'm receiving from my executives is that these officers are not well. And if in fact they're not well, certainly I'm sure they'll have the relevant medical certificates and what have you. But I think what might lead to that is the apparent and obvious neglect during this promotional season by all of our colleagues in law enforcement who've been promoted. And there's simply, in the immigration department, no promotion in the organization. I know
Mr. Smith claims that there hasn't been any promotion since 2013, adding that a number of junior officers have yet to receive their confirmation dating back some 5 years. He's also calling for something to be done with the current immigration director, Clarence Russell.
This is really bad in that you have the director of immigration has been able to get an extension of his contract, and there are persons who are from outside the public service have been appointed in the immigration department. We call on the government to remove the sitting director for the very simple reason he's not interested in moving these people's career onward.
The union president was unable to give the number of officers who called in today. Now, JCN reached out to Immigration Director Clarence Russell, who refused to give a response as he said he was busy working the polls for Mount Moriah. Stay with us. Our final stories are up next.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.